Today we have a special guest, Andrea from Woodlon Pet Resort, and we're going to dig into membership. Andrea, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
If you could just paint a picture of what Woodlon Pet Resort is.
We are a boarding, daycare, and grooming facility. It started in the 70s, and I'm the third owner.
Wow, how long have you owned Woodlon?
It is now 22 years.
Good for you. So, what got you into this industry?
So I grew up on a horse farm. My mom always had horses, and my uncle had a dog kennel. And so I always wanted to own my own business and started working in restaurants and decided to go back to animals and went to kennels.
You've been in it a long time. I'm sure that business has probably evolved a little bit over the years. What changes have been made in the last 20 years?
Well, when we first started, daycare was just, maybe 10 dogs a day. Even when I worked at bigger facilities, it wasn't, 20 at a big facility was a lot. And now at my medium, smallish facility, we probably have 30 or 40 dogs a day. It's just gotten a lot bigger, a lot of extras. People want more for their dogs than just to be at home.
It's a good thing you just called out. Daycare is relatively new compared to other services we enjoy in our life. It's hard to believe that, 20 years ago, daycare was hardly a thing. So now it's a huge part of the industry. Pet parents definitely have evolved over the years too, how they interact with the businesses and kind of what they expect from services and enrichment activities and things like that. One important aspect that you've introduced, and tell me how long you've been doing it, would be the membership portion of your business.
So we just added memberships a little while ago when Goose added them to their program. And we've been doing packages for a long time. And I've been researching memberships for a long time, hesitant to go to them. And I think that it's going to be really easy for my pet parents to have something that just automatically renews every month or every year or every quarter, whichever package they sign up for. Instead of having to remind them to get a package, they really like that option to just sign up and not worry about it.
Makes sense. There's lots of different ways to maybe structure a membership. Where did you land with that? How do your memberships work?
Well, we have one membership that is for anybody. So they get discounts off of their boarding, their daycare, grooming services, the extras. And so it's just a monthly fee and they'll get a discount on whatever they sign up for. But they still, will owe at the end of whatever they do. And then we have specific daycare memberships. And so whether it's a all-inclusive monthly membership or if it's they sign up for 2 days a week or 3 days a week, they just get billed weekly and their dog can just come.
Okay. So the first one you mentioned, they're paying a monthly reoccurring amount. I think it's $30.
Yep.
And then for that, they essentially get member pricing, right? So you have member, non-member pricing. And if they're paying the $30 membership fee, they get 10% off of boarding, daycare, grooming. And then you also have a daycare membership that is more structured in a way that you get a certain amount of visits. So they're kind of prepaying for their visits in the membership, and they get X number of visits per cycle?
Yes. My goal was to encourage people who are just coming once every other week or here and there to really commit to when they're going to bring their dogs. It's more beneficial for them to come consistently. It also helps remind the parents to keep bringing their dogs. It also brings an income consistently for us.
I can see how it drives the loyalty factor. If somebody's paying for something, they want to use it. As you kind of looked into rolling memberships out for your business, what other industries did you look at or examples? Were there any helpful other industries that you were able to, hey, they're doing it this way, like the car wash industry, or heck, even Netflix, right? I'm a member of Netflix and I pay a monthly subscription and I get X number of benefits. So were there anything like that you looked into as you did your research?
It was more looking at other dog facilities and how they were doing it, because it seems everybody does it a little bit differently. And I wanted something, because we've been around a long time and I have customers that have been coming for 30, 40 years. I didn't want to have any shock value. I wanted something that was easy to roll into. It's a small community.
What has been the uptake in the membership?
At first, people are a little hesitant, and now they seem to be jumping on. We did kind of a slow rollout we said that we were going to continue to offer our packages for a certain amount of time, and they could purchase as many as they wanted with their expiration date still being valid. And then they could either just pay by the day or join a membership.
You are sunsetting the packages and moving everybody to a membership model?
Yes, they don't have to join a membership, but it's beneficial to them financially, and they'll still get the same discounts they got in the packages. It's just a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, that's how I kind of explain that side of the membership model is you can put your packages on autopilot. It's just a auto reoccurring billing. They automatically get this number of visits, whatever defined in that membership level, and it just resets every month. Use it or lose it. It just kind of drives that autopilot and you don't have to think about it. You also don't lose track of credits. I know a lot of pet care facilities sometimes struggle with the number of outstanding credits that may be floating out there at any given time. Some have introduced some expiration dates to kind of fight against that, but I can see where this makes it even easier, where you don't have to think about it and it's just autopilot. So the math, as I was kind of thinking about your membership module, you do a 10% discount. They're essentially paying $360 a year to get that discount. So anything less than $3,600 spent on the year, you're essentially ahead. But even if you do have a client that eclipses that, that's a great client. You're driving the loyalty and they're getting a little bit of an extra discount based on what they're offsetting the discount with the membership dues of $360. Was there any mind kind of blowing math that was kind of going into the equation, or how did you land on, okay, I'm going to charge $30, 10% discount, which I love because me as a consumer, I can easily understand that. It's not difficult to grasp.
I just kind of looked at my bigger paying customers and discounts I maybe was already giving them just for being loyal, for being there over the years, for sticking with us through, COVID times and different things, and wanted to give them something that I wasn't going to lose too much and could still make money, but also showed I appreciated them.
Do you also do additional services like enrichment activities for daycare or additional services for boarding?
We do. We have some extra things like nature walks, and we added a scent/sensory area for the summer because it's outside. And I added a few of those into our packages to entice people so they get a free one a month or a free one every other week, something like that, while it's seasonal, just to kind of spice it up and to promote those services.
So that's not an active part of the membership?
It is, because it's seasonal, we added it in, and the customers know that we will add extras in. It's a membership benefit that, maybe for 2 months they'll get a extra sensory, or maybe we'll add in nail clippings for free for November and December, something like that.
And what about the nature hikes? Is that something like if I'm coming for boarding, is that grouped into the boarding bill, or is nature hikes not discounted? How do you think about that?
In our boarding, we have all sorts of packages that we've set up. We have a nature pup package, a daycare play package. So those are built into there, but people can also add them on separately. People really like the idea of their dogs being walked because it's what they do with them at home.
So I know you're not too far down the path. This is relatively new that you've rolled out memberships. You're probably still learning and getting some feedback there. In that short order of time, is there anything that you're already kind of contemplating to tweak or change, or that you would do different?
I'm not sure. I might add a little bit more of our grooming exit paths into them. I might have one that's a little less money, but I kind of want to stick with what I have right now and just see how it goes.
Well, Andrea, I really appreciate your time. I thank you so much for kind of taking us through your process and how you've set up and thought about memberships. I think this is probably helpful for a lot of other pet care facilities out there that are contemplating adding this to their repertoire or just changing from packages like you're slowly migrating away from. So can't thank you enough for your time and wish you the best of luck in the future, and would love to have you on again to discuss maybe after we have a little bit more data of the membership, maybe see how it's going down the road.
That sounds great.
Awesome. Appreciate it so much. Take care.
Thank you.